At the Hobby Forge, Alex builds it bold. Geeky dreams in wood and wire. Craft it, make it, watch it unfold. Hobby Forge! Ooh.
Welcome to the Hobby Forge, the only channel where hobbies are forged. Here is your host, Alex. Project today. So I've got these miniature collectible AT-AT from Lego. Father's Day present. So I'm experimenting a different setup in here to what it was when it was on Geek Stuff. But obviously if you're new to Hobby Forge, welcome aboard. So I'll show you the mini Millennium Falcon that I also did. I did have one of the Superstar Destroyer, which I've got to rebuild. It's kind of sat in the box at the minute. It kind of got dismantled on a move. So I'm going to get that for you and give you a quick little, I'll do a formal tour of what I've been doing, what this room's about. Well, I'll probably grab a couple of minis to show you what the mini stuff is about on here. So yeah, let's get this Millennium Falcon. 2 seconds. So here we have the miniature Millennium Falcon. It's official Lego. You get the little plaque stand here. Absolutely beautiful build. Loved it to pieces. Love it to pieces. So I've tried to place some of my displays over there. When I do a full show and tell of the co-office space, so it's the 25 years of Lego Star Wars Anniversary Edition. So as will be this one. So this one was those of you that are Lego Star Wars nuts will know the joy of the big Millennium Falcon. I do not have the space for a big Millennium Falcon or a big Super Star Destroyer or a big Star Destroyer. It would take up this room. Don't have storage space, and the loft has been used for storage, so there's no room up there. But yeah, it's 25th anniversary of Lego Star Wars, and I love this thing. It's gorgeous. It fits in. So yeah, I am a Star Wars nut. I have Din Djarin's Starfighter, which is full scale. I've got a full scale AT-ST, and I also have a full scale X-Wing, and I have the Slave One quote unquote. Yeah, and I have a BD-8 as well. Like I said, I'll do a full thing of all the Lego model kits, all the Lego kits I have, and all the minis. But I've got a couple of Lego Star Wars paints to go, but this was one of my pride and joys, which is my Rancor monster. Rancor monsters, funny enough, actually do have a pale inside the mouth. It actually is pink, like a purplish pink colour. So there is colour in there, it just doesn't show very well. But here's one of my best large scale paints. As you can see, all the textured paint on the sand. So those of you who are wondering, have I done an Audrey 2 thing before? Yes, I have a 3D printed mini of Audrey 2. So if you're doubting my painting skills, that's the kind of vibe I'm going for, but obviously not a big long stem like so. So yeah, hopefully it'll be a large-ish scale of this guy with individual tentacles coming off either side. So the Rancor and Audrey will be watching over this build. also I have a few. I'm a DC nut as well, so I have Atrocitus that I've painted up. Gotta love GI Robot. For my Doctor Who fans out there, hand painted. This guy was a nightmare to piece together because these antennas and the eye stalk and the hand plunger and the gun were all individual pieces, and this is essentially a model kit. The base, the body, this middle bit here, this bit with the slats and the head, and all these little stalks were assembly, as was this assembly. So the doors had to go on separate. So the doors are two separate entities, the top and the bottom with 3 sides, which was an absolute nightmare. And yes, I do have Davros. So some of you are going to go, how hardcore DC are you? Batman. And there is a fly in here, so you're going to hear some buzzing. We have Batman Beyond. What else? I've done him with a half face. One of my old school favourites, Swamp Thing. Awesome, kick-ass guy. For non-DC, I do have Superman and that, but he's currently in a storage box. This is a 3D print. Some of you, if you watched the Audrey 2 video, you will have seen Ted. This is a mini I've got of Ted. I even did a little paw print on the back. So Theodore of the Crimson Paw, which I thought was very apt. So some of the other stuff I've done is I've got a Salamander and a Chemical Assassin, which is one of my better slick paints. I have a high gloss. This Field Lizard Wizard. Try saying that 10 times faster. Field Lizard Wizard is one of my good small paints. I have King in Yellow, which I painted up recently, which was a slap chop paint, which came out really well. I'm proud of that. One of my better big scale paints is this guy. Absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, I will go over more detail on that kind of thing when I do the workspace tour. So we're going to get on. Oh, I am also a big 2000 AD fan. And because I was, there's a campaign that I'm still working on mentally, but I'm struggling to get players in general, as a lot of GMs struggling to get players here in the UK. A Judge Dredd in Batman colours, and even a little Joker Easter egg on the stand there. So yeah, let's get on with the build. And yeah, so we get unboxing. So let's see. So yeah, this is my desk. I've got a mirror here. I'm not vain. It's just so while I'm doing this, you can see, and if I want to chat to the camera, you can see my face, albeit in flipped view. Drink ready. Don't need glues. I don't need paints. All my paints are tidied away. This is the tidiest you'll probably ever see this desk. Especially when I start making clay stuff on it as well. So this will be the tidiest it will be. But yeah, and I'll probably do a dedicated videos to the paints I use, types of brushes I use, what the little cabinet down here is about, what's in the drawers behind me. It's just storage. I've got my guitars in this room as well. Emma's works from home, my fiance, so her desk is behind the camera right now. obviously, if I do a room tour, it'll have to be when she's not working, because she works in payroll and is also a pensions officer for the NHS, which means she's responsible for a lot of people all over the country, in a small team, not just her on her own. So that'd be very stressful. Let's get on this, as usual. Some of you are going to say, keep it in the box, keep it in the box. No, I want to make it. This would be a pointless video. Now, Kiddlywinks, if you are watching this, I encourage you, if you're going to use X-Acto blades or any kind of craft knife, make sure, I don't like that, that's giving me the heebie-jeebies. I want this one with a spoon end on it. I keep the boxes, trust me, I keep the boxes. The box for the Millennium Falcon's on the top shelf. There's a few other model kit things I want to get done on this channel. I also want to do some kit bashing in the future on here. So yeah, I mean, if you want to actually, for all you that are print nerds and you like a good Lego box, I mean, this is a really well presented box. As always with these collector's edition Legos, you've got the nice black. It's a display piece. It's as much a display piece as the actual kit is itself. So this cost £43 sterling. I don't know what it is in America. So how many bags have you got? 3, 4 bags. I'll put bags 2, 3 and 4 in the box. Keep them tidy, and we'll have our instruction book. I always keep the instruction books as well, because it's crucial. So 4, 3 and 2. And let's get on with building, shall we? So, I'm going to, usually there's a little presentation thing in here. A little bit of a trip down Hoth memory lane. So obviously the collector's edition of this, I would have the room for the big £200 one, but at the moment I don't have the shelf space. So if I ever get the finances together to do one of the large scale ones, it will be a floor build. Okay, and I'll probably get a big puzzle mat to build on. I can already hear my fiance's eyes rolling downstairs. Emma's eyes rolling downstairs for me if she's heard me say this. And I'll make sure I've got some nice shelving units, shelves put in here. At some point, we will be moving into the small room, mainly because it's going to be easier. So all my painting operation will be in the small room, and I'll probably move my sculpting and Lego building downstairs into the kitchen when that happens, but this will be when Alice is a teenager. But by then, if the channel becomes big enough, I'll have a workspace. Either build a shed out the garden, work like a garden with a power supply, or rent out an office space just for this kind of stuff. I know, like Adam Savage's cave, but without all the woodworking stuff. Actually, I'll probably have a few table saws and things like that. But yeah, beautiful scene. I was very young when it came out. Yeah, I feel very lucky. Yeah, some beautiful artwork from Kuat Drive Yards. Oh, also, this comes with a small A-wing, a small snow speeder. as well. Forgot to mention that. And I believe it comes with a small snow speeder. The large one, you can get it with the Luke Skywalker going up to the belly. This is mainly because I had a load of original Star Wars toys when I was a kid. I even had the original Millennium Falcon, which my mum sold because apparently I wasn't playing with it. No, it's just I wanted to make sure it never got broke. So we're going to lay out all these bits. One bit's already sacrificed itself to the floor. Make sure we get all the big bits out. Tag one's going to be there. This is going to be easier than trying to organise. So we've got our part separator right here. So yeah, let's bring you into the nitty gritty right now, and hopefully, can I get that angled? Can you see my face? No. No, not without putting my hand facing it. So I can go. There. That's a good height. But I can also turn to the camera. But yeah, so you can see from the back end of what I'm doing as well. So I'm going to open all this up, try and get it as organised as possible. Saying that, let's organise this space here a minute. 2 seconds. Organising the space here for the instruction book. Got the light here to add extra light here. Actually, I've got a box I can put stuff on down there. So, if needs be, I can have pieces down on the floor. This space isn't ideal for large scale Lego builds like this, but it's better than the table, the kitchen table. So I'm going to put that there. Now this one doesn't come with any minifigs. Watching. So rubbish. There a minute. That in box. So just the satisfying bit of unpacking everything. So feeling the bags, making sure there's nothing left in there, and I'm putting the bags into the box down there just in case there is anything missing, and I can sort that out. So I'm going to sort this out off camera, and yeah, you'll be seeing me building, which will be sped up footage of me building. So unless I have something important to say, you'll be hearing some music. Is that okay? That good? Good? Sorted.
I keep the atlas folded in the drawer with your keys. Absurdity of the obscure. Say it again, say it again. Absurdity of the obscure. I like the bruise, I like the bend. Absurdity of the obscure.
Right, so now I'm going to cut it into two halves this video. So the second half's going to be bag 3 and 4, bags 3 and 4, which will be understandably the legs. Understandably the legs. So we've got articulation in the head, movement in the guns on these turrets. Actually, it looks like a AT-AT AT-AT Walker so far. That's nice. There is hidden detail inside as well, which is, I think, is spectacular because these are removable panels. I'm not going to take it off. Display purposes, he's going to be thing. You can see where the legs are going to go for these holes here. On the exhaust port stuff here. And all this posable head, which is awesome. So once he's built, I just need somewhere to put him, and I'll probably put him in the end of the table over there, overlooking all paints and builds for the time being. Because I need to organise some of my third-party Lego stuff off that shelf and find a permanent home for it. I now have a bit of a pride place for all my Star Wars stuff. So yeah, I'm on book 3. I'm quite happy with how it's looking at the minute. I mean, feel free to leave a comment on that down below. I got this from B&M. This is an official Lego product, obviously. And yeah, I think he's looking pretty cool. Really pretty cool. Now, I do have some other scale size Millennium Falcons and a TIE Fighter, like a TIE Interceptor. I'll go get it. I'll show you the these. TIE Interceptor. That. So, right. So I have third party just the third party one. Yes, this is the third party one off Temu. I think it's pretty good. Little Millennium Falcon. I like it. I like the little details. The window's cool. Proportions are all okay. You got the perfect little thing there. Little satellite dish which does move up and down. The guns spin. It's on a stand. The stand's not great, but for the price I paid for it, and it's from Temu, I think it's not bad at all. And this Millennium Falcon, which is from a micro kit ordered offline. So it's an official Lego, it's like the ones you get on the front of the Lego magazines, but these ones, yeah, there's a brick something about. If I remember to put it, the link down below for it, it's there. The only downside is you don't get anything for the window. You do get similar sort of gubbins for the laser turrets at the top, and the antenna, which again spins in place. That one rotates. That one goes up and down. Yeah, up and down. And I hope to get my hands on a larger TIE fighter at some point. I mean, this is more of a TIE Advance than a TIE Interceptor, but it has a window on it, and it's from the same place I got this Millennium Falcon. Posability wise, it's good. The S-foils move out. It's not a TIE Advanced, because TIE Advanced have the two going down the bottom and then one going up the top. So it is a TIE Interceptor, but yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, just showing off some of my Lego Star Wars, the miniature versions there. Like I said, I do have my AT-ST Walker, which for mass will probably be about the same as this. For like height, it's probably going to be about, this is probably going to be this height. For mass, it's about roughly the same for mass, for like parts. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I think that's about it for this video. So if you like this build and you want to see the rest of the AT-AT being built, yep, the AT-AT. I was just double checking the box was labelled correctly. AT-AT. If you want to see the rest of this miniature collector's edition, AT-AT with full display, then by no means hit that like and subscribe button and you'll be notified when it comes up. Obviously, if you hit the like button, you'll get recommended the next videos. So yeah, also if you are a Star Wars fan, I will have some more Star Wars mini painting to come up. Unfortunately, the painting video for this guy was lost when Geek Stuff went down, and I had to start fresh with this channel, Hobby Forge. But yeah, if you like the sped up footage of this, if you'd like to see more in-depth Lego builds, obviously it would have to be done in more digestible chunks, then feel free to leave a comment down below and let me know so. Or if you're excited to see what the rest of the Hobby Forge will be having to offer other than Word Nerd Shorts, then don't say no. Don't be an Imperial, be a rebel. the light side of the Force. Anyway, no idea where that came from. Anyway, so yeah, like, subscribe, even if you don't like the video. Well, if you do like the video but you don't like it enough to leave us a thumbs up, subscribe, and yeah, see what else I have to offer here on the Hobby Forge, and click the channel recommendations down below. Obviously I have 2 other channels which is purely solely for music, which is Copperhead Blues, which is obviously blues music and dad rock and that kind of stuff, as well as the odd it's basically me playing guitar, making music, and doing guitar reviews as and when. Also, it's a good chance to show anything that's not the bass guitar. I have a separate channel for the bass guitar, which is the Low Key Bassist. The link will be down below. Also, huge shout out to the man who helped me get into. I'm not friends with him, but I would love to get to know him and be chums with him, because I feel like I would get on with him, because we're both on the spectrum. If you haven't guessed, is Adam Savage. So I'll put the link down for Adam Savage's Tested, and also a fellow of the British Empire, a Yorkshireman. Some of you may recognise the name, Greg Johnson Building, and I'll put a link for his video down below. And I mentioned in the Audrey 2 video is one of the reasons why I wanted to get a bit more in depth with things like actually sculpting and kit bashing, trying my hand at kit bashing. So yeah, without further ado, I've been Alex. You've been watching the Hobby Forge. You've been listening to me waffle on far too long. Yeah, click the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Tatty bye for now. You've been watching the Hobby Forge. Bye.